All right, how we doing tonight? Black Friday. Everybody, still kind of grounded from all the turkey. Like I've been so lazy all day because I think I ate way too much yesterday, and then probably way too many leftovers today. So there you go. It goes hand in hand, I suppose. All right, we have got quite a few things to break tonight. It'll be a case of National Treasures Collegiate football, and then quite a few things in the memorabilia line. So before we actually get started breaking as we normally do, we are going to go over a little bit of information here just to make sure we are all on the same page. So let's go ahead and get that up and running, and we'll start taking a little peek at that. So feedback is set to be automated on eBay, and that means basically you don't ever have to wait on me. That's the good news part of it, right? So anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you are instantly going to get positive feedback in return. So a little bit of a win-win there. And of course, thank you is the other thing. I always appreciate you being here, spending some time with me on our holiday weekend, and hopefully we'll make it worth your while. Find some good stuff tonight. This is what it looks like in the days ahead. So Saturday and Sunday are both off nights. On Monday night, we're going to break a TriStar autographed, authentic, full-size football helmet, a 14-box case of Rookies and Stars football. That'll be a new release for Monday. On Tuesday, it's a 10-box case of 2020 Leaf autographed mini football helmets and a 10-box half case of Donruss Optic Choice baseball, and that's the back half of a case. And we'll come into Wednesday and open a 5-box case of TriStar Game Day Great Series 3 autographed football jerseys and a 12-box case of Topps Chrome Black baseball. As you can see, lots of memorabilia between now and the end of the year. Going to get a lot of that cleaned out, so you can expect to see throughout the next 3 weeks or so, probably memorabilia at least 2-3 nights a week, sometimes every night of the week. So if you like memorabilia, you're in the right place, especially through the end of the year. Okay, so there's a lot of information on this page. Here is what you need to know about it. For our free shipping breaks, that's all of our memorabilia stuff, our mini helmets, our full-size helmets, and our jerseys. If you are lucky enough to hit one of those, it's going to ship out the door and be on the way to you sometime within the next 7 days. The free shipping stuff is always just a floating 7-day window. So sometimes it goes towards the beginning of that, sometimes towards the middle, but it would never go later than a week from today. Now, on the other hand, if you're in that free shipping break and you do not hit anything, you are still entitled to a consolation trading card. That's simply a single, loose, used, random trading card for your team from any year and any series. Now, typically, I hang on to that and I send it with your next package. I do keep track of that stuff for a rolling 90-day period. But if you're in one of those free shipping breaks and you do not want to wait for your next package to ship, send me a message and say, hey, I'd like to have my consolation card now, and I'll take care of it for you. Our paid shipping break tonight, which is actually our first break of the night, is National Treasures Collegiate football, and that should be out the door and on the way to you approximately Tuesday. As always, those estimated shipping dates are plus or minus a day. And if you get skunked in NT Collegiate, your consolation card or cards will ship out when the rest of the packages go out the door for that break, because technically, since it's a paid shipping break, it is your next package. Now, let me go take a peek and see where we are in terms of unpaid stuff, and then we'll deal with that real quickly, and then we'll get back down to business. So we had a handful of it a moment ago. Let's see how much of it we still have. Unfortunately, quite a bit still, so yay. All right, so NT Collegiate, I have available Jacksonville. The Jags were sold on eBay for $35. The winning bidder did not pay for them. In the jersey break, I'm going to have the Dolphins and the Saints available. The Dolphins sold at 26, the Saints sold at 29. So somewhere nearby, somewhere in the general vicinity of where they ended on eBay, if you want to pick some of that stuff up. Although actually one of those may have, I may have one of those coming in. So hang on a minute on that. We may have one of those coming in. I can't, it looks like, well, it's weird. With eBay managed payments, sometimes they go in a weird little pending spot and then they roll back around to you and show you they're paid in a couple minutes. So we may not have the mini helmets. But we definitely have the Jags in NT Collegiate. I definitely have the Dolphins in the jersey, and I definitely have the Saints in the jersey. So if anybody wants those, let me know. Curtis, you want the Saints in the jersey break, okay? And that we can sign those all over to you. What about the Jags in NT Collegiate? I need to find a home for them because that is our first break of the night. And then I need to find a home for the Dolphins in our jersey break. So Curtis is going to take the Saints from the jerseys. And who can help us out by making an offer for the Jags in NT Collegiate and or the Dolphins in the jersey break? Throw out a number if somebody's interested. It doesn't have to be the exact amount it ended at eBay. Obviously if something ended at $40, I don't want to sell it for $2, but you guys know the deal. J Money says he'll take the Jags for $25. Done. They are yours, J Money, at $25. And Carlos will take the Dolphins. Perfect. Carlos, those will be yours in the jersey. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to type in my email address that I use for PayPal. And while I am getting these closed out on eBay and getting our spreadsheet updated to reflect all of these changes, if each of you will take a moment to send over PayPal, that'll help us out. So once again, J Money, you're going to be sending me $25 for the Jags in NT Collegiate. Curtis, you are sending me $29 for the Saints in the jersey break. And Curtis, wait, did I hit? Yeah, right, Curtis, you're sending me, right, Curtis has the Saints. Carlos has the Dolphins. So Carlos, you have got the Dolphins then at 26 in the jersey break. Oh, Curtis says he wants to do the Saints at 25. Okay, that's fine. Do them that's fine. Send 25. I don't want to hold us up all night, so that sounds good. Shoot it on over by way of PayPal if each of the three of you can do that. I am going to clean it up on my side by getting them ended on eBay and updating our spreadsheets, and then we'll be underway. And we may end up having some mini helmets too. I can't really tell yet. It looks like it's maybe sort of pending, so I'll be checking back on that momentarily. But we'll do our other breaks first until we get to those and then worry about it then. So meanwhile, let's get all of this done. And thank you everyone for your patience while we're working through the unpaid stuff. Appreciate it. All right, part of it is canceled. I got to go in and get the rest of it canceled here, which is going to be the Saints. Yeah, I hate when people, well, everybody hates when people bid and then they don't pay, but it seems like it goes in waves, like some nights you'll have a bunch and then other nights you won't have any, and I don't know, definitely comes and goes, I think. That's always worse around the holidays, in my opinion. So. All right, so we got that done. Yeah, Dean, sorry, as I mentioned earlier, we're trying to just get all of this unpaid stuff cleaned up first. And as soon as we get all the unpaid stuff cleaned up, then we're going to be ready to start breaking. I realize it's taking a couple minutes. I do apologize, but we're just trying to get this all squared away here. And it just takes a minute, unfortunately. But I am working on it as quickly as I can, I promise you. We're almost ready. All right, the Dolphins in the jersey is going to be Carlos. Let's get down here to that. And then I've got to fill in the Saints for Curtis. Let's get that done. All right. So then each of you who were sending money, which was J Money, Carlos, and Curtis, if you can just let me know if you've got that in PayPal, I would appreciate it. And we're going to be ready to move on down the road here. So for those of you who jumped in the meantime, I just read through all this a couple minutes ago, so I'm not going to subject everyone to to going through it again right now because we'll have to read through it about 3 other times tonight. So if you did not see that information earlier when I was talking about it a couple minutes ago, please take a moment and read it now. Hit me up if you have questions. So first up tonight is our 4-box break of 2020 National Treasures Collegiate Football. It's a full case break. It's break number 5. Everything that we're opening tonight ended tonight on eBay, which is Friday night, the 27th of November. Your team names are on the left-hand side, and the eBay user ID of each winning bidder can be found across from their team. And, of course, those in yellow there that say second, those are the ones that sold on eBay, but the winning bidder did not pay for it. So we had some folks here kind enough to pick those up for us and get all that sorted out. All right, so that has got us squared away there. And let me get our case up here. Let's get our NT Collegiate on. Get it, make some good stuff happen here, hopefully. We hope anyway, right? All right, maybe I'm going to get it out of here. I don't know what is going on with that box. Like, it's on there with, what's that kind of tape that doesn't want to come off? Like Gorilla Tape or something? And that is some serious tape hanging onto that box. Not wanting to come out of there. Anyway. Oh, I forgot to change our focus, didn't I? Let's do that real quickly. So you're going to see right now your background's about to get a little blurry, and that is intentional. So please do not be distressed by that. I don't actually want that background to be in focus. I do want it to be blurry, maybe not quite that blurry, but that way it will allow us to see our cards up a little closer, and we won't have to have all that dreaded zooming in and out. So, there we go. All right. Dustin. Hi, Dustin. You are asking me if there are any unsold in the full size. No, the full size was the one break tonight where everybody who bought it paid for it. So, yay. Thank you, full size helmet, folks. The mini helmets is the one where we might potentially have something, but I'm not sure. It looks like, honestly, that it was pending payment. And with this new eBay managed payments, sometimes people make payments on their end, but it doesn't clear on my side for a few minutes, and I don't know why that is exactly, but I have seen it happen a few times, and I've had other people tell me they've had it happen, so it's definitely a thing. So since the mini helmets is the last break of the night, I figure we'll just check back on it. And if it's still unpaid, then we'll find it a home closer to the time we're going to break it. J Money says you also have the Bills in this break. Okay, cool. We'll try to find you some Bills and some Jags. Curtis, yes, Impeccable was at 8:30. That was a separate break that happened at 8:30. And that video is probably already uploaded because I started the upload right after the break ended. If it's not already uploaded, it will be, I would say, within the half hour anyway. It's working on that in the background, and obviously what we're breaking now is just the stuff that ended tonight. So, yeah, sorry if there's any confusion. I thought I had said in that message that we were doing it at 8:30 tonight because it was a separate freestanding break where it was rescheduled, so I apologize if there was any confusion about that. Austin, we have not done the jerseys yet. We had to work on some unpaid stuff up at the top, so that took us a minute to get worked through, and now we're getting underway. As a reminder, because this is a collegiate product, they will go to their current teams. If they are active NFL players, they will go to the team they played for the longest if they are retired. So the first thing I see is a Miles Sanders base. It is numbered to 49. That's headed to Philadelphia and the Eagles. And I see an Aaron Rodgers to 99, headed to Green Bay. We'll do our booklet last. Got a couple of different things going on here. Joe Burrow, who is the Bengals, and then we've got Justin Jefferson on the bottom part of that card. And you know what that means. We got a Viking and a Bengal, so that's going to have to go up there into our housekeeping area, and we will deal with it at the end of this break since it is a multi-team card. This is Yetter Gross Mattis, and it is numbered to 49. It goes to Carolina and the Panthers. Now I've got a dual autograph. We got lots of duels tonight, don't we? What is this one numbered to? It's numbered to 25, and it's Bryce Perkins and Joe Reed. So there's another one that's going to have to go up there and be dealt with in housekeeping. Bryce Perkins is the Rams, and Joe Reed is, I believe, the Chargers. Then I have numbered to 99, a little Brian Edwards. And Brian goes to the Raiders, the Las Vegas Raiders. Followed by numbered to 49, the Rams, and Cam Akers. Got a lot of West Coast coming out of here right in a row, don't we? And Jonathan Taylor comes out next. A little JT action for Indianapolis and the Colts. And that one is numbered to 99. Oh, thank you, Carlos. Yes, for taking care of that on the jerseys. I appreciate you, man. I did update the spreadsheet on that, too. So when we get to the jersey break, you'll see your name is up there because I got that fixed. Once again, we'll set our booklet off and we'll do those towards the end. Numbered to 10, look at that. It's another Miles Sanders. Comes out a lot in the base cards. Headed to the Eagles, numbered to 75, Jimmy G, San Francisco. A relic that is numbered to 99, that is Colin Johnson. It's going to Jacksonville. Got another big relic, and it happens to be numbered to 25, and that's Mark Andrews. And is Mark Andrews still a Raven, or has he moved around? Where is he these days? I'll have to look him up. Make sure on him before he might be a Raven, but he also might have moved around. Can't remember. Joshua Kelly comes out next. That is numbered to 99. That is headed to the Chargers. Numbered to 99 again, I've got an Eno Benjamin. And Eno there is another hard-signed autograph, 3-color relic, pretty good-looking card overall. That's headed to the Cardinals. T. Higgins, Cincinnati, baby. Those Bengals to 25. A redemption, which will also set up here in housekeeping along with our multi-team cards, and we'll check it out at the end of this break as well. So, yeah. You said he is 100% a Raven. Well, I knew he had been the Ravens, but for some reason I thought he might have gotten moved or traded or something, and I don't know why I had that in my head, but I kind of did, so I'm glad that you said that. No, Bill, we have not done the mini helmets yet. There'll be probably at least another 25 minutes before we get to the mini helmets. We've got a bunch of stuff to break tonight. Mark Ingram, numbered to 75, going to the Saints. Another multi-team card, Henry Ruggs, Jerry Jeudy, and Tua. All right. So we have the Raiders, the Broncos, and the Dolphins in play on that one. It goes up into housekeeping as well. We're going to have a lot of fun stuff to do up there, aren't we? Alvin Kamara comes out next with a relic numbered to 10 going to the Saints. Numbered to 99, there's Bo Scarborough. Now, Bo Scarborough was the Cowboys, right? Is he still the Cowboys? He's another one I'll check out. KJ Hill. And KJ is numbered to 99. He is headed to the Chargers. Numbered to 99. Everything's numbered to 99, it seems, doesn't it? Feels like it is. That one is Mr. Zach Moss. And Zach Moss goes to Buffalo. The Bills. Jalen Hurts. You might see him on the field before it's all said and done. It's numbered to 99. It's going to Philadelphia. Philly, Philly. You said his backup now is the Falcons starter, Hayden Hurst. Oh, yeah, okay, there we go. That's right. So Hayden did get traded. Okay, there you go. I don't know why I thought it was Mark Andrews that got traded, but shows you where my head goes. You said it's the Seahawks now for Bo Scarborough. All right. Well, I had set him aside over there anyway in the little area to check it out and make sure that I had it right. So Joey Bosa, number to 49. And that goes to the Chargers. Then I have David Montgomery. That is number to 75. I believe he's the Chicago Bears. More multi-team cards. Woo, got a lot of them. And this one is numbered to 99. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, that is, of course, Kansas City, and Joe Burrow for the Bengals. Xavier McKinney. Xavier McKinney. I said Kenny, didn't I? I don't know why, because it's written right on there, but it's numbered to 49. I told you I had too much turkey. Now, you thought I was kidding, but I wasn't, and I think it short-circuited my brain. Xavier McKinney is the Giants. Darrington Evans is out next. That is Tennessee and the Titans, numbered to 49. Numbered to 99, Brian Edwards. Didn't we see him a minute ago? I think we did, and here he is again for the Raiders. And in a repeat, it's almost like a duplicate box. We saw Cam Akers earlier as well, and here he is again. Numbered to 25, and that one's going to the Rams. And last but not least, numbered to 99, Henry Ruggs, headed to the Raiders. Now let's take a look at our booklets and see what we've got here. 273, oddly enough. Donovan Peoples-Jones, that's going to be headed to Cleveland and the Browns. So we're getting ready to put him in his nice little case here, so you're not going to see that booklet again, so I'll pop it, and at least not open. Well, you'll see it again if it comes to you, if you have the Browns. But we're not going to open it again in the recap is the point. Once we get him safely tucked away in there, that's where he's going to stay. Then next up, oh, this is going to make somebody very happy because this is a good one. Kansas City, you got your hot running back, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, numbered to 30, and he's been quite good already this year. Sadly, they don't have his signature centered very well. That's signed on a little acetate piece that they insert in there, and they didn't do a great job inserting it, and it looks like it's partially down below the edge of the card, but still a nice hit if you're Kansas City. But this is about to make somebody even happier than that made somebody, because I know he's hurt, okay? I know he's out for the rest of the year, but he's going to come back and be awesome. You know he is. Numbered to 99, he was off to a hot start before he got hurt. And that is Mr. Joe Burrow for Cincinnati and the Bengals, a booklet to 99. And then our final booklet for tonight out of this case, it's also going to Kansas City and the Chiefs because it is Elijah Lipscomb, who you don't see very often. It's numbered to 10. And there is a nice looking patch on the left-hand side of that. Sweet. All right, I like that. So, good looking hit there for Kansas City. Now, we have got a redemption to flip over, and then we've got a big, just ton of stuff to do on all these multi-team cards. So, yeah, that's going to keep us busy for a hot second. So, first thing I'm going to do, we're going to go ahead and get all these, because I'm going to mark on the top loader. Couldn't think of the word. So, I'm going to go ahead and get these encased. And in a second, I will explain to you how we do random. But first, we're going to take a look at this redemption so that people who don't care about that random can roll out if they want to. Oh, that's nice, too. That's a pretty good case overall. It's Chase Young, who's been looking good for Washington, who just absolutely embarrassed Dallas, didn't they? Whew. Yeah, they did. That was ugly. Ugly for Dallas. Part of it was play calling, though. College Materials Signatures. So let's head over to the Panini website and find out what that is going to be numbered to. All right, College Materials Signatures, card number 101 is what we're looking for Mr. Chase Young. And it is going to be numbered to 99. All right, so we can get that labeled up and out of the way. And now we got to come back here. We may as well move over to random now because we're going to be there in a second. Let's talk about all this. So this is the way that random works, okay? When I have 10 or more items in a list, we do random one single time. Wherever it lands, and whoever's in that number one spot after we do the one single random takes whatever is in play. When we have 9 or fewer items in the list, which will be the case in each of our randoms tonight, we do random 3 different times, and only the third one counts, okay? So the first 2 don't do anything, and the third one makes the decision. That's how that's going to work. But we might have somebody that just owns some of this outright, so we're going to go look that up first. The other thing you need to know, the way you have to own 51% or more to take it outright. So on this card, if someone owned 2 of the 3, they would take it outright. On any of the other cards, they would have to own both teams. But this one you could take with 2 out of 3. When I do go to enter them in random, they will always be entered in the order they appear on the card, either top to bottom or left to right, depending on how they are oriented. So, for example, this card will be entered as Raiders, Broncos, Dolphins if it goes to random. All right, so that's how that works. Now, let's go to our spreadsheet and see where we land on a little bit of this stuff, okay? I am in the wrong spot. Now I'm in the right spot. Got a little ahead of myself there. So for the Raiders, that is Carso, well, we're just going to call it Cars. Then next up, the Broncos, that's our Jerry Jeudy spot, and that is Maculus Breaks. And then we've got the Dolphins and Tua, and that's Brafu, 99.62. So for sure, 3 different team owners. We are headed to random. So we're going in as Raiders, Broncos, Dolphins on this one. Raiders, Broncos, Dolphins. Well, I might need to fix that, mightn't I? There we go. Remember, it is our third random, so you ignore the first one, ignore the second one. Here comes our third and final. There it is 3 times, our date and time stamp. That first one that we look at here, headed to the Broncos and the Jerry Jeudy position on the card. All right, so we're just, and again, of course, you know I'm not writing on the card itself. You saw me put that in a top loader. That's the top loader that we are writing on. This one involves Joe Burrow and Clyde Edwards-Helaire. So Clyde's on the top, so we're going to be going Kansas City and then Bengals if that's the route that we need to go. But first things first, we'll come back here for a second. So our Cincinnati Bengals, that is Mike the Tiger. And then our Kansas City Chiefs, that's Brafu again. So we are, in fact, once again with 2 different team owners. So Chiefs going in first and Bengals in second. I know, it's hard to type reaching over all this stuff, got to be honest. Third one, remember, so ignore the first one. You can ignore the second one. Here comes our third and final, and it gives us the Cincinnati Bengals are taking home this card with the Joe Burrow spot. So that one's out of the way. Now we're going to deal with this. We've got Bryce Perkins and Joe Reed. So our Bryce Perkins spot is the Rams, and we are then looking at Joe Reed, which is the Chargers. So we are Rams and Chargers on that card. Whoops, I'm on the right spot, but I didn't bring you with me. Now I did. Now we're good. All right, so our Chargers and our Rams, that's Fast and MD. We definitely have a couple of different people there, so you know the drill. Rinse and repeat. Here we go again. Rams first, Chargers second on this one. All right, you ignore the first one. The second one doesn't matter either. Here comes our third and final 3 times our date and time stamp. That one headed to the Rams. All right, so Bryce Perkins and the Rams are getting this one by way of dear old random. And we have one left. And that brings us Joe Burrow on the top with the Bengals, Justin Jefferson on the bottom with the Vikings. So Bengals and Vikings are in play here. Our Bengals, of course, Mike the Tiger, and our Vikings, also Mike the Tiger. Woohoo! A shortcut, yay! That's one we don't have to random. But you know what? We'll just write on here, same owner. Then that way, when I see it, I'll think, oh my gosh, did I forget to mark that when I did random? But yeah, that'll remind me. Okay, so we've got all of that. We're going to do a little recapping here in a hot second. I am very quickly going to go over and just double check there on the Bo Scarborough before we recap him. And then we're going to be ready to do that and then head into our memorabilia. And thank you for your patience, memorabilia people. We often do memorabilia first and cards second, but this time we turned it around a little bit, didn't we? So appreciate you all being patient. Usually it's our card people being patient, and tonight it's our memorabilia people. All right, so we have a Brian Edwards came out first in our recap anyway, was the Brian Edwards for the Raiders. And then I've got the Alvin Kamara for the Saints, followed by Jalen Hurts and the Eagles. Then we had a little Zach Moss show up for Buffalo and the Bills. T. Higgins, Cincinnati and the Bengals, followed by an Eno Benjamin, and that is going to the Cardinals. Joshua Kelly to the Chargers, and Colin Johnson out after that. And good old Colin Johnson heads to Jacksonville. Bo Scarborough, who is headed to Seattle and the Seahawks. Mark Andrews, who is going to the Ravens. We had a redemption that's going to the Washington football team with Chase Young. Then, who is here? Henry Ruggs, the Raiders. One of a couple of Cam Akers that we pulled. That goes to the Rams. Darrington Evans, that is Tennessee and the Titans. Xavier McKinney out after that, and Xavier is going to the New York Giants. And I've got KJ Hill for the Chargers. My nose started itching. Too much information, probably. Jonathan Taylor and the Colts. There's your other Cam Akers for the Rams, at least different card orientations on it. Makes it a little better for the dupe. Brian Edwards, another Raider Brian Edwards hit. And then there's Gross Matos again. And, of course, he heads off to Carolina and the Panthers. We don't recap the base, so we don't worry about it. Next up, same team owner on this one had both the Bengals and the Vikings, so we did not have to worry about random. This one did involve random, and it went to the Bryce Perkins Rams spot. This one was also awarded by way of random. It went to the Joe Burrow Bengals spot, and random awarded this triple relic to the Jerry Jeudy Broncos bidding spot. Our booklets, which we are not going to open up again, but they're nice, trust me. Numbered to 10, that is Collegiate Lipscomb, and Collegiate goes to Kansas City. Had a nice Joe Burrow hit come out with a booklet to 99 for Cincinnati and the Bengals. We're not sending Kansas City home empty-handed, though. They get their Clyde Edwards-Helaire booklet numbered to 30. And Donovan Peoples-Jones, numbered to 73, heads to the Browns in Cleveland. All right, so there we go. That has got the card portion of the night complete. And now we're going to be doing a bunch of memorabilia. Woohoo! Memorabilia time, baby. You guys know I like doing memorabilia. Of course, I like doing cards too, but yeah, memorabilia is a lot of fun. All right, so we're going to be doing the full-size helmet break first, then the jerseys, then the mini helmets. That's the order that we are going in for the memorabilia breaks. Here's the deal. If you hit something in one of those, it's going to be on the way to you sometime within the next 7 days. The free shipping stuff always goes within a 7-day window. Sometimes towards the beginning, sometimes towards the middle, but won't be later than 1 week from today unless something absolutely catastrophic were to happen, which we, of course, hope doesn't. If you don't hit in one of the memorabilia breaks, your consolation card would typically be held and sent with your next package just because it is a free shipping break. But if you want it sent sooner by itself, send me a message. Let me know that on eBay. Take care of it for you. Paid shipping break, we just finished it up. That's NT Collegiate. And that should be out the door approximately Tuesday, as always, plus or minus a day. And if you got skunked in NT Collegiate and didn't pull a card of any sort, you will still get a package in the mail. It will have consolation card or cards in it. And that is, it'll ship out when the rest of the break goes out the door. So our full-size helmets are all paid up. We are doing a 4-box case of them. This is break number 6 of this product, and it's the last case I have of it for the year. So we won't have these till they come out again next year at some point. So Friday, the 27th, that's when everything ended. Black Friday. Team names are on the left-hand side, eBay user ID of each winning bidder across from their team. And of course, if you happen to be in one of the other memorabilia breaks, you're going to see your name up there shortly when we get to your product. But right now, it's full-size helmet time. And this is a big, giant case, as you might imagine. It does not fit up on my table. So I'm going to cut it open down here on the floor, and we'll get them out this way. Well, try to. Eventually. Eventually, I will wrestle them out of this box. Oh, come on, buddy. Oh, look, now it's got half the plastic off. Well, not half, but one side off. Of course, I may have done it trying to pull it out of the box. Who knows? All right, one more. Let me get this giant box out of my way. Okay, fun times at the OK Corral. All right, that was already torn, so woohoo, makes it easier, doesn't it? AJ Hype, we're doing the full-size helmets right now. Then the jerseys come after that, and the mini helmets come after that. I don't know which of the helmets you were inquiring about, the full-size or the mini, but anyway. Stang Lover. Oh, Stang Lover's here. Hi, Stang. You had the Colts tonight, so you got the JT, that's little Jonathan Taylor. Oh boy, that's coming out of there not the way I wanted. Okay, well, we're gonna have to do this a different way because that is really not working. It's a Washington football team. You probably saw that much. They've got it in the box weird. Oh. And I had wanted to pull it out through the front, but they don't always cooperate that way in these full-size boxes. Let's just get real. They don't. Sometimes they do, a lot of times they don't. Okay. There's a handy little sticker on the top that tells me who it is, so that's the good news. It is, we don't have to guess. And it is Dwayne Haskins for Washington. So there is your Dwayne Haskins autograph. It is obviously Beckett certified because there's our paperwork and there's our sticker. And sometimes on these replicas, you'll have loose pieces and parts, but this one actually seems to be put together pretty well. They're not always, but that one was. So there you go once again. First one that we see tonight is Washington and Dwayne Haskins. All right, let me get him safely put back in his box, and then we'll move on to the next one. Okay, mini helmet. These are hardly mini helmets. This is a full-size helmet, and there's your little sticker and whatnot that we're going to have to cut through or pull off or do whatever with here in a minute. So, and Chadillac's here too. Hi, Chadillac, and Zach, and Greek is here. Hi, guys. Oh, and Alex is here too. I didn't see Alex a minute ago. I know, I was all like wrapped up in what I was doing, wasn't I? I didn't say hi to everybody. But I'm saying hi to you now if I missed you earlier. Hopefully everybody had a nice Thanksgiving. Of course, I was bummed that my Steelers-Raiders game got canceled. It got moved to Sunday, and now it's moved again to Tuesday. Naturally, a night that I'm working on break, so boo to that. But what are you going to do? Not much I can do about it. Oh, this is one that's got parts out. I'm going to have to show you because it's stuck in the bottom. That is one of those earpieces, and the double-sided tape has it actually stuck in the bottom of the box. So, yeah. That's the thing about these replicas. But it is held on with double-sided tape, so once you extract it, you will be able to put it back together. Oh, and there's your other one. There's your other earpiece. It is stuck on the total. See, there's the double-sided tape on the bottom edge of the helmet. This is the Jets, and it is Sam Darnold. And I feel like the category should say something like, who are first-round quarterbacks that are about to be replaced? Beckett COA, and there's the paper, and there's the sticker, and as we saw, one of your little edge pieces is actually stuck in the bottom of the cardboard box, and I sort of restuck that one that was stuck down to the edge of the helmet. So there is your Sam Darnold signature. So Haskins and Darnold, both drafted first round, both, well, Haskins I think we can say. He's probably going to get traded, and his days there in Washington are probably numbered. Darnold, well, he's still got the job for now, but you got to think if the Jets keep losing that he's going to be gone and Trevor Lawrence is going to be there. All right, let's get number 3 up on the table. Curtis, you want to see the Broncos come out of here? Specifically, you're looking for Peyton Manning. All right. Well, we will do our best to get your mojo request squared away for Peyton Manning and the Broncos. See who we can find in this one. This is number 3 of 4 tonight. Ooh, this is a good one. I can see this. Oh, shit, I knocked the camera. I know I did. I can see the sticker before I can see the helmet. It's Tony Dorsett, I'll just tell you, while I fight to get it out of here. All right. Let's get this one out and get a little better look at that. How about that? Tony Dorsett, baby, Cowboys. And it is Beckett authenticated. There is your sticker on the back. Your paper COA is actually stuck in the top there next to or very near your signature. Looks like both of your earpieces happen to be attached at the moment. Isn't that quaint? One that came out whole. So, Tony Dorsett and the Cowboys. All right. Let me get this one out of the line of fire, and we have got one more full size to go before moving into our jerseys. Here comes number 4, big number 4. Zach, you need a Joe Burrow helmet. All right, man, I'll do my best. I'd be fine pulling that. It would be, that'd be pretty wild if we did, really, considering that we pulled Haskins and Darnold, two of last year's first round quarterbacks. And now if we could pull one of this year's first rounders, that'd be pretty cool, I think. But hey, I'm just saying. Oh, it's not, but it's good. It's a good one, though. I don't know if I can, well, I'm just going to lift it out the top. Maybe I'm going to lift it out the top. Please come out the top. Yeah, this is a good one. I like this one. Well, they're all good ones if they're headed to your team, but this is just one you don't pull every day. That's Bo Jackson for the Raiders. Woohoo! Yeah, love me some Bo Jackson. Bo knows football. That is a Beckett authenticated paper, and there is your Beckett authenticated sticker on the back, and it looks like both of our ear pads are accounted for. So the final full-size helmet out of this case, and for this year, that's who it is, Bo Jackson and the Raiders. Okay, we're going to get this put away, and then we're going to get the jerseys underway next. Let me just get Bo Jackson safely tucked away here, and then we'll run through our fun little spreadsheet one more time and get underway with our jerseys. In fact, let's just get the case up here in next to me so we can be ready to go. Get that stuff ready. All right, I know some of you have seen this several times already, but people do jump in and out all the time, so I know, we kind of have to put it up there. So yeah, we've already done NT Collegiate, and if you did not hit a card in that, your consolation card or cards will ship out when the rest of the break goes out the door. Everybody's going to get a package on that. It is a paid shipping break, so that is the way those work always, and should be out the door on or about Tuesday, as always, plus or minus a day. Free shipping breaks, we have completed the full-size helmets. We're about to do the jerseys. The mini helmets will come after that. And our free shipping breaks, which is all of the memorabilia, if you hit one of those, it'll be out the door sometime within the next 7 days. If you don't hit in the memorabilia break, your consolation card is typically held and sent with your next package, just because it is free shipping. But if you want it sent sooner by itself, just send me a little note on eBay, let me know that, and I will get it on the way to you. So that's what we look like there. We are all caught up in the jerseys. We had some unpaid, but they were already picked up and taken care of before we got started breaking tonight. So we're ready to go here. This is a 5-box case of 2020 TriStar Game Day Great Series 3 autographed football jerseys. It's a full case break. It's break number 8. I think we have 1 or 2 more cases of this, but not a lot of it left. This also ended tonight, Friday night, the 27th of November. Team names on the left-hand side, winning bidders cross from each. The Dolphins were picked up here in chat. They were unpaid from our eBay bidder. So Carlos picked up the Dolphins and Curtis picked up the Saints, each of which were sold on eBay, but neither of which were paid for by our eBay bidders. Darn them. All right, so ta-da, jerseys. Whoops, I didn't quite find the seam of that. All right, we got 5 of these, making our full case. Let me get this box out of the way. I got a lot of cardboard this week. I have a lot of cardboard every week, but, you know, I know that my recycle people just must hate me. I have to come pick all that stuff up. Chadlack, you like that Bo Jackson too? I know, right? I always love when I pull Bo Jackson stuff. I don't know why. I especially do, though. AJ, you got an AJ Dillon mini the other night. Oh, cool. and you're trying to get a Jordan Love or an Aaron Rodgers tonight in the minis. All right, well, we'll see if we can't make that work for you. Cadillac, you need Washington or Arizona. We're starting out with the Bears. I've had a ton of Dan Hampton stuff recently. Mini helmets, jerseys, like all of a sudden Dan Hampton is coming out like crazy. And here he is again, Chicago Bears. Oh, and you have a Hall of Fame inscription there as well. It is TriStar authenticated. There is our hologram sticker, and your TriStar paper is generic. So it is the same piece of generic TriStar paper as every COA. It is not specific to the item. Obviously, the sticker on the item is unique and specific to the item, but just the paper isn't when it comes to TriStar. So the first one we see is the Dan Hampton for Chicago. Dean's looking for a Joe Burrow mini helmet in a minute. Yeah, we'll see if we can't conjure that up too while we're at it. I say we just go for it. Let's just try to get them all. All right, we have got Dave Robinson on a Green Bay Packers jersey. And there is your signature. It's kind of folded, so it's in a weird spot to show it, but you can see it, I think. And just got the jersey number there. It is his inscription. Oh, and there's a Hall of Fame inscription down below it. Beckett authenticated. There's our sticker, and there is our Beckett paper COA, which will always, on Beckett, the paper will always match the sticker and be unique to the item. So, unlike the paper for TriStar. So how will that be, AJ Hype Supply? I know it's not the Packer you asked for, but like, will it work? Maybe? I hope. Cadillac, we got to find a Cardinal or a Washington football team. That's so awkward to say. I still call them the Redskins about half the time, honestly. Oh, nice. Cowboys. Dak Prescott, baby. Yes, indeed. You do not pull that man's autographed jersey very often. So, nice hit for Dallas. There's your Beckett sticker and your Beckett paper COA and the Dak Prescott for the boys. Ooh, I'm liking this case. I'm liking all of our memorabilia so far tonight. We've had some very nice hits thus far in both the full-size helmets and now our jerseys. Why does that not want to close up? Stupid Ziploc bag. There we go. Oh, AJ Hype Supply, you meant in the mini helmets you needed that. I got you. But you pulled that same Robinson jersey in a different break a couple nights ago. Well, good. I'm glad you still have it then. Yeah, Dean, I know it's terrible what happened to Dak. It looks like he'll be able to recover and be back on the field, obviously, next year. But, yeah, that was bad news. We've had a lot of, obviously, of injuries, him and Burrow, and a number of high-profile injuries this year. How about one from my Pittsburgh Steelers, Rocky Blyer? Rocky Blyer. It is TriStar authenticated. Your sticker at the top, your paper there at the side. There is your autograph, and you've got a 4-time Super Bowl champ inscription down there at the bottom. Rocky can be hard on the Steelers, by the way, if you've never listened to him. Man, like a couple years ago especially, he just basically reamed the current Steelers players a couple years ago, just basically called them terrible. A lot of your Hall of Fame retired guys from a franchise, they try to find something nice to say about whoever the current players are. But not Rocky, bud. If he got something to say, he's just gonna, there it is. Last one out. Looking like a dolphin. And I cannot say his name. We all know I'm not going to say his name right, but I'm going to give it a go. Bob. Just kidding. Obviously, I can say Bob. I can't say the last name. Kuchenberg. I know that's wrong. Don't even hassle me. I know it's wrong, but I can't say it. So there you go. There's your autograph for the Dolphins out of that perfect season there, as he noted in his inscription. And you've got a Beckett sticker authentication and a Beckett paper authentication. So there you go for the Dolphins, closing it out of this particular case. So to recap, we have the Dolphins and Bob, somewhat mean Rocky Blyer from the Pittsburgh Steelers. This beautiful Dak Prescott came out for the boys. And I had one for Green Bay, too. I didn't leave Green Bay out of the action. He signed in a little bit of a weird spot, but Dave Robinson for Green Bay. And we started it off tonight with Chicago and Dan Hampton, which is a nice little hit for the Bears. Let me get the jerseys out of the line of fire, and then we're going to head into mini helmet time. Okay. Oh, and I need to check on those two mini helmets and see if they got paid. So give me half a second to do that. What I'll do is let you start reading like you don't know it already. I know you know it already, but you know I have to put it up there anyway. So I'll let you look at that for a second while I go see if we're paid on this or not. That one that was acting funky, I thought was maybe pending payment. And I guess it was, because it's not there anymore. So, yeah, I'm glad I waited then. Okay, good. Good. Here's the deal. Free shipping stuff. If you hit it, on the way within the next 7 days. If you didn't hit it, consolation card sent with your next package. Or, if you want it sooner, send me a message on eBay. Let me know. I'll hook you up. And NT Collegiate, which is our first break of the night. Everything there should be out the door by Tuesday, maybe sooner, but it's always listed plus or minus a day, of course. And consolation cards will go out when the rest of the break goes out on NT Collegiate, since technically that would be your next package since it's paid shipping break. It is a 10-box case of 2020 TriStar Series 2 autographed mini football helmets. It's a full case break. It is break number 8. Ended tonight on eBay the same night we're breaking it, Friday night, the 27th of November. And thank you for your patience, all you mini helmet folks who are bringing up the tail end of the break tonight. And of course, once again, you will find your name in lights across from your team there if you're in this break. So that's how that's going to roll along. And hopefully we can find something good out of here. Oh, look at that. They said T. Cassidy says I pronounced Bob's name right. Well, obviously not the Bob part, unless he was being sarcastic and meaning that about the Bob part, which could be. And I wouldn't blame you if that were the case, T. Cassidy, because, listen, you've heard me butcher about 500 million names over the years, so. So it's all good. All right, I'm gonna get all these out of here, and then I'll move them out so we can do one at a time. But right now, this big giant case is taking up the other half of my table. So first things first. Two more. One and number 2. Okay. Now let's set about creating ourselves a little workspace here and hopefully get some things on your all's wish list of mini helmets. Because I think we did pretty well with full-size helmets and the jerseys, frankly. So now we just got to keep it rolling, keep the train rolling here with the TriStar. Oh, Jesus, that was your Dak Prescott. Nice, man. Congratulations. It's a good hit. Oh, Chadlack, we didn't have any luck for you again. Man, I gotta change that up for you. We're not having good luck for you. We gotta get that fixed, don't we? First one I see, it is Patrick Willis, 49ers. And there is your signature there on the top. And we are TriStar hologram sticker authenticated. And some of these, for whatever reason, TriStar, yep, there it is. They're putting their generic paper most of the time now is tucked down under that bottom flap where we cannot see it. So most of the time that is there, but we're not going to see it. So occasionally they'll have it up with the helmet part where you do see it, but not often. Oh, you said it. I did get his last name right. All right, cool. Dean, you're feeling a Joe Burrow? I hope you're right. I'd love to hit that for you. I do hope you are right. Right now, what I have is Tony Baselli for Jacksonville. I like the look of that helmet. I love that it's signed in gold. If you're a Jacksonville fan, I think you got to like this. This is a nice looking hit. Once again, it was TriStar hologram authenticated, and I can kind of see the little paper down in there through that hole. We can tell that paper's in there anyway. All righty. Survey says, oh, by the way, college helmets, same as other memorabilia breaks. Current players to active teams, retired players, teams they played for the longest. Now this, of course, being a Hall of Fame helmet, it's still going to go to Kansas City because that's who he was inducted with for the Hall of Fame. He was inducted as Kansas City Chief. And he may have only ever played for the Chiefs, honestly, I don't know. But I do know he's a Chiefs guy, and it's got the Hall of Fame inscription on it. It is hologram, TriStar hologram sticker, and I can see that we've got our TriStar paper certification tucked down in the bottom there. So the Chiefs have a curly coat on a Hall of Fame helmet. Charger, who's it going to be? What Charger is it? I was so hoping it was going to be your rookie. Which, doesn't he look so different with his haircut? Oh my gosh, like you don't even recognize Justin Herbert with his hair all buzzed off. Charlie Joyner is who you get. And you've got a Hall of Fame inscription there underneath it. TriStar hologram authentication sticker. And I think the paper COA is down there, tucked under that bottom flap. Looks like it is anyway. Yeah, that buzz cut was crazy. I mean, he just didn't even look like the same guy. Insanity. Dolphins, Bob Greasy. And it has got a little inscription on it. And he inscribed the 17-0 as well. So we had the Dolphins jersey with the 17-0 inscription, which we don't normally see, especially not on the Bob Greasy stuff, but it's on here. It's PSA certified. I can see the paper in there, and there's your PSA certification sticker on the back. Because Greasy, he signs a lot of stuff, but very rarely do you see him sign the 17-0 inscription. In fact, that may be the first time I've seen it on anything we've pulled in the last few years anyway with him. Because he does, I mean, he signs a reasonable amount of memorabilia anyway. Or has signed in the past. Some of this stuff, gets recycled. They sell it, like Leaf and some of these places will go buy some of this stuff back from eBay and whatever. I mean, they do. It's a fact. George Rogers and the Saints. And there's your autograph, your Hall of Fame inscription, your TriStar hologram sticker, and I believe I see your TriStar paper COA tucked away under there. So yeah, it's weird the way it works. TriStar, Leaf, all those guys, of course, they've got all their stuff in their product, but then a certain amount of people that hit it are going to turn around and sell it again, often on eBay. And Leaf in particular, I know they buy a lot of stuff on eBay. It's not always memorabilia. They buy a lot of cards on there for their best of series and stuff like that. But of course, TriStar and Leaf hold some of their own signings too, so there's that. But they do buy some stuff back. Back-to-back Saints. When's the last time that happened in a break for mini helmets? Ricky Jackson, Hall of Fame inscription on that, and TriStar hologram sticker authentication. Looks like I see the paper under there as well. So 2 Saints. Saints squared. We have got 3 left, so we've opened 7, and we've got 3 to go. After the break, we will swing back through and take a look at what's coming up in the days ahead, and we will also, at that point, one more time, go over the shipping info. Dave Robinson, we've got one for the pack. We pulled his jersey a minute ago, and now we've got his mini helmet. And it is a Hall of Fame inscription on it, the hologram sticker from TriStar, and the paper COA you can see the edge of down there in the bottom. So AJ Hype Supply, how about that? Now we've got you the Dave Robinson mini helmet to go with the jersey you pulled the other day. Yeah? Hopefully you'll like that. I hope you don't have that one already, but you might, I guess. It's possible that you already have it, but I hope you don't. It's always good if you get something new. Come on out of there. Skull Vikings. Warren Moon on a Viking. Oh, you don't see that often, do you? Usually you get Warren Moon on the Oilers. But you got him from Minnesota here, eh? Hall of Fame inscription, TriStar hologram authentication sticker, and maybe our paper COA's in there. Let's take a look. Yeah, there it is. Okay. I thought I saw an edge, but I wasn't going to swear to it, but it is in there. All right, so Warren Moon with the flat matte Vikings helmet. And does that have some kind of weirdness on it? Hang on with it. As I'm looking at it, is that supposed to be on there? Is that big silver whatever in the middle of your horn, is that always on Viking stuff? It's not, is it? But it's on both sides of this. What is that about? What is happening there? Oh, that's not the silver on the horn. That's the cutout in the helmet going through the horn. Oh my God. What a day I've had. I thought that was a silver. I thought that was silver paint on that for a second. And I'm like, why do they have that stripe of silver through the horn? Oh my God, it's been a long week. I'm so sorry. Meanwhile, the rest of you are like, what is wrong with you? I know. Oh, AJ, you didn't have that one yet. Well, yay. So now you'll have a match set, mini helmet and jersey. I like it. 49ers get a second helmet out of this break, too. So what about that? 2 teams got 2 helmets each. That's crazy. Frank Gore comes out for the Niners, and it is a TriStar hologram sticker, and we can see the edge of our paper COA, and there you go. That was big number 10. Now, I will recap these, and I'm going to put them back in their boxes as we go along, so bear with me. Warren Moon came out for the Vikings, where I had my little momentary mental blip there and thought we had a big silver mark through the horn. Dumb. Ricky Jackson for NOLA. And then the Saints have a second mini helmet tonight. They did quite well, didn't they? They did indeed. It is George Rogers is the second one tonight for NOLA. We may as well get old Frank Gore out of the way here because he's just kind of sitting there, isn't he? Which is a nice hit for San Francisco and the 49ers. Packers did not go home empty-handed. They got a Dave Robinson headed to AJ Hyped there, which is making him happy. The Dolphins and the nice 17-0 inscription, which you don't always get from Bob Greasy, so good to see that little addition. I always think the inscriptions add a little extra value, depending on what they are, too. I mean, sometimes when it's just, they put Hall of Fame and they sign that on every single thing they sign, not as much as when they put something more unique on there. Curly Culp on a Hall of Fame helmet. It's headed to Kansas City and the Chiefs. We got one for the Chargers. It's your man, Charlie Joyner. I have got a beautiful helmet for Jacksonville. I really do like that helmet. It's so nice with the black, and you've got the gold, the signature over the gold jag. It's just a good looking hit. And it is Tony Baselli. And then our final mini helmet, and the first one that we saw tonight, is Patrick Willis for San Francisco. All right, so there's your break and your recap. And let's take a look at what we're going to be opening in the days ahead, because as I mentioned, we're going to be doing a lot of memorabilia between now and the end of the year. So, and we're opening mini helmets from 2 different companies. So we're kind of alternating right now. Some come from TriStar, and then some come from Leaf, and I'm kind of jumping around between the 2 to mix it up a little bit. So Saturday and Sunday are off nights. We'll come back on Monday and open a TriStar autographed full-size football helmet that is an authentic helmet, not a replica. And that is the last of those that I have this year too. That's a single, not a case, just the single. And then we've got Rookies and Stars Football, which is a new release for Monday. And we're going to open a full 14-box case of it on Monday, assuming that UPS delivers it to us as they should. Knock on wood. Yes, that was actual wood I knocked on. Tuesday, we're going to do another case of mini helmets. It'll be a 10-box case again, but it'll be Leaf on Tuesday. We did TriStar tonight, so we'll do Leaf Tuesday. And also Tuesday, we'll do a 10-box half case of Donruss Optic Choice Baseball, and that will be the back half of a case. On Wednesday, we're going to do another case of the TriStar Game Day Great Series 3 autographed football jerseys, and then a 12-box case of Topps Chrome Black Baseball. We do not have any new releases for Wednesday. All of our new releases next week are scheduled for Friday as it stands right now. So that is how that is weighing in. And then coming across here, I know you guys have heard this so much, but we're going to go through one more time for anybody who might have missed it, or maybe they're watching the replay and they scrolled to the end. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to hit it one final time. So if you were in one of the memorabilia breaks tonight and you were lucky enough to hit something, you you can expect it to ship sometime between now and next Friday, which is December the 4th. Free shipping stuff always goes out within a 7-day window. And if you did not hit in the mini helmet break, or any of the other memorabilia breaks for that matter, your consolation card or cards is typically held to send with your next package, and I do keep track of it for a rolling 90-day period, and that's just because they are free shipping breaks. If, however, you would like to have the consolation card sent sooner by itself, send me a message on eBay letting me know that, and I will happily take care of that for you. Our paid shipping break tonight was National Treasures Collegiate Football, and that should be out the door roughly Tuesday, plus or minus a day. And of course, if you got skunked in that break, consolation cards will ship out when the rest of the stuff goes out the door, because the paid shipping breaks, technically that is your next package. All right, so that has got us squared away there. And I guess that's it for me tonight. Let me see if I need to catch up here on chat. Oh, Dean says he got skunked all day. Oh, Dean, I'm sorry. That's a terrible day after Thanksgiving, isn't it? Get skunked all day. I'm sorry about that, man. I wish we'd had better luck for you. Rick says he did not like what we hit in that case. He only liked the Frank Gore. Well, you know, sometimes they roll that way. It's hard to know what you're going to get on any given case. AJ Hype Supply. I don't know when next year's is going to come out. Of course, these TriStar came out, I don't know, what, a month or a month and a half ago, something like that. The Leaf just came out a couple of weeks ago. Now, TriStar will do 2 or 3 times a year mini helmets, and usually Leaf will do 2 or 3 times a year as well. But generally, there's several months in between, so I wouldn't expect that they'll release mini helmets again until, you know, at least 2 or 3 months from now, but I could be wrong. Everything is so weird right now, too, with all the, you know, the COVID stuff going on. It's messed up a lot of things, including, I'm sure, some of the things they had as planned signings and that sort of stuff. So it's kind of hard to say. But we definitely have more. We have a little more in the TriStar minis, not much, like maybe one more case of the TriStar, two at most, but we probably have 3 or 4 more cases of Leaf minis because those came out later, so we haven't been breaking them as long. So we do still have more, but we'll be done with all the mini helmets by the end of December for sure. Maybe even sooner than the end of December, but definitely by the end of December. So, all right, I guess that is it for me until Monday. So, hey, everybody, enjoy the rest of your holiday weekend. I hope it's been good to you so far, and that you can get a little R&R over the next couple of days. And thanks for being here tonight. I appreciate it a lot. I hope you will come back and see me again sometime soon. In the meantime, stay safe and happy and healthy, and I will be back again on Monday. So we'll see you then. Bye now.